Away from the start of this track and field meeting, the first event will be the men's 400-meter hurdles, for which we have 3 contestants. In lane 3 should be Rashawn Clark. In lane 5, O'Shane Levy of Remona. And in lane 6, Kemarley Baker of Cameron Blazers.
Brian Smith, unattached. Joseph Rainey, MVP. Kavion Carr, unattached. Doha Williams from the Ricketts Performance Center. Aubrey Allen, unattached.
Athletes now are being called to their blocks for the first event.
And Tajiri Gill, MVP.
Just a reminder that any athlete who breaks a meeting record will receive a $10,000 gift voucher from the 7 Crave restaurant, which means you can get your food delivered right to your door. So thank you so much, 7 Crave, on behalf of the Velocity Fest for this partnership. So the time to beat here is 52.70. That's a meeting record. And the man who might be able to do it should come out of lane 3, that's Rashawn Clark. Only 17 years old, standout athlete from Camperdown High School. Won the character trials, I believe it was last year or the year before. So he'll be looking to the great things. So if you're wondering why this track meet is being held so early, for those of us who are out of Jamaica, or you just may not know, there is a curfew in order for 4 p.m. So the meet was supposed to be later in the afternoon, but the organizers were forced to push it earlier before the curfew. So as you might be able to manage, it's quite warm down there by the track. Wonder what the wind will be like as well at this time of the morning. Hoping for positive wind. Athletes now are moving to their blocks. Again, the lineup, Rashawn Clark in lane 3. In lane 5, O'Shane Levy of the Remona. And in lane 6, Kemarley Baker of Cameron Blazers. Section 1 of 1. For the athlete out of lane 3, it's young Clark from Camperdown. Sent off now. Based on the stagger, so O'Shane Levy, followed by Clark on the inside and then Baker on his outside. And if you're looking from this angle, one way to tell who is in the front, just by seeing who clears each barrier first. So now Rashawn Clark of Camperdown beginning to close on the athlete from Remona. 150 meters to go now. Clark and Levy. Clark begins to take the ascendance now, as we expected him to. Looking the strongest of them all. Athlete from UE decided to stop after a stumble. Clark continues to power through. And Clark will take it. 52.65. If that time stands, it should be a personal best for him, a big personal best, as well as a meet record. And there we go, he has done it. 52.66 for Clark. Just earned himself a $10,000 voucher courtesy of 7 Crave. So I'm sure when he's at home tomorrow, he might consider using that. In case you don't know, 7 Crave is a restaurant delivery service, so you can just download the app, go on and order your food, sit at home and wait for it to come to you. Second was Baker, 55.55 seconds. That's Kemarley Baker of Cameron Blazers. So that's a season best for him. And O'Shane Levy of Remona decided to stop after a stumble in the final stretch. So race 1 of 1, the men's 400-meter hurdles. On the infield, we have the men's high jump about to get underway, as well as the men's long jump. Two very big names in the men's long jump for Jamaica. That's, of course, 2019 world champion Tajiri Gill of MVP Track Club in a neon green top. So he's one to look for clearly. He's jumped 8.27 meters so far this season, personal best 869. And for competition will be the young Sean D. Thompson of GC Foster College. He has a personal best of 8.20 meters. A distance he jumped at GC Foster. Was it last season, I believe? Last season or the season before? Sorry, COVID has made it a bit confused. Has jumped 7.55 meters so far this year. I'm sure he'll be looking to jump further. Next on track will be the women's 400 meters.
Number 1, women's 400 meters.
Lane 1 should be Anna Lee Robinson of Very Technical. Lane 2, Samantha Curtis of Swept Track Club. In Lane 3, Vanessa Crooks, Swept Track Club. In Lane 4, the unformed Sade Williams from MVP. In Lane 5, she'll have competition in Sherika Jackson. Sherika Jackson, a bronze medalist in this event, so she's definitely one to watch. In Lane 6 should be Ashley Williams of GC Foster College. Stand out at Homewood a couple years ago. In Lane 7, Aliyah Baker, Zylac Athletics, seems to be a club based out of Heidel. And in Lane 8 should be Trishana Harris of MVP. All athletes seem to be here. It goes to show you the caliber of the meet. There were entry restrictions to get into this meet. As I said, it is a NACAC area permit meeting, so great job by the Velocity Fest for getting this level of competition on the island. First one for the year. Athletes are just setting and testing their blocks. Should be a big race for the young Anna Lee Robinson out of Lane 1 from Very Technical. She's an exceptional runner, Miss Robinson, and she'll be grateful to be competing against the likes of Sherika Jackson, many-time medalist at the senior level.
The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any.
So just to keep you abreast on what to expect later on. We expect to see Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in the 200 meters. And Elaine Thompson, she'll be running the 100. In the heat after this one, expect to see Genevieve Russell. Let's see. She'll be up against Rhonda White. Athletes in heat 1 on their marks now. Again, Robinson in 1, Samantha Curtis in 2, Vanessa Crooks in 3, Sade Williams in 4, Sherika Jackson in 5, Ashley Williams in 6, Baker in 7, and Harris in 8. Sent off first time of asking. Generally don't have a faulty start in the 400 meters. And now on the backstretch they go. On the inside is Vanessa Crooks trying to make a move on Sada Williams of Barbados. On her outside though, Sherika Jackson not being caught so far. 200 meters to run. Jackson Sade Williams is beginning to make a move on her inside. Vanessa Crooks is trying to hold on. 120 meters to run now. Jackson comes into the straight first ahead of Williams, but Williams will be fighting to the line. Jackson versus Williams, MVP versus MVP. Jamaican star versus Bajan star. They train at the same club. And now Jackson pulls away for the win. 52.50 seconds of flash time, just ahead of Sade Williams of Barbados. Time running up now, 52.54 seconds for Jackson. Second was Williams, 53.31. And third was Williams again, that is Ashley Williams, 54.08 seconds. But fourth was Vanessa Crooks, 55.00 seconds. And sixth, Robinson. It's Annalie Robinson.
Christine Day, the accomplished Christine Day, starts from lane 2. Candice McLeod, she starts from lane number 3. Janine Russell.
Moving on now to heat number 2 of 2. The women's 400 meters, of the women's 400 meters. This one is a loaded one. In lane 1, Anika Makanoff from Zylac Athletics. Heidel star there. In lane 2 should be Christine Day. She's currently not at her blocks though, so we have to assume she won't be running this one. In lane 3, the unformed Candice McLeod has been having an exceptional season. Expect to see her in Poland in 2 weeks, representing the country. In lane 4, this is Janine Russell. She's the meet record holder. Meet record, 51.67 seconds. That's held by Russell. In lane 5 on her outside though, will be Rhonda White from Sprint Tech Track Club. Has a season best of 51.82, so she's been having a great season. That was a personal best for her a couple weeks ago. Out in lane 6 is Ranisha McGregor, 52.2. That's another national 400 meter runner. Ranisha McGregor. In lane 7, Tovia Jenkins has a season best of 52.75. So expect a great race. Lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. All members of the national team we should be seeing in Poland in 2 weeks. And they're sent off now. Going out fastest seems to be Ranisha Gregor. That's expected. Rhonda White is right there. Candice McLeod making a move on the inside. So it's McLeod. Seems to be moving fastest of all. And McGregor on the outside. Both athletes train at Remona. And their inside is Jenny Russell and Rhonda White. 200 meters to go now. The race is getting closer. McLeod is beginning to run. Quickest of all off the corner. This should be an upset. If she's be able to hold it, McLeod leads Rhonda White and Ranisha McGregor. 50 meters to go. Rhonda White is finishing fast. McLeod is there as well. Rhonda White just edges and gets the win for this one. 51.28 seconds. A huge personal best for Rhonda White. In second, an impressive run by Candice McLeod. She has been working hard over the years, and I'm sure she'll be excited about this result. Rhonda White, 51.28 in second. Candice McLeod, 51. Another personal best, 51.56 seconds. In third was Ranisha McGregor. Third, 52.06 seconds. Excellent run on the inside by Makanoff. Actually, sorry, seems to be some kind of mix-up on the screen. My apologies. So third was Ranisha McGregor. An exciting race. Great running here from all the girls, and we expect to see them again in action in 2 weeks' time. And of course, the winner for that one, Rhonda White, 51.28. Another second winner of the day for the 7 Crave bonus $10,000 gift voucher. You can imagine she'll be having a lovely dinner. Next on track now, the men's 400 meters. 2 heats of that.
Yannick Murray.
In lane 1 is Andon Miller of MVP. In lane 2, Blaine Buckle of Remona. Lane 3, Robin Black. In lane 4, Kimar Farquharson. In lane 5, Jorge Liranzo of Cameron Blazers. In lane 6 is Herbert Thomas. In lane 7, Adrian Tullock of MVP. And in lane 8, Yannick Murray, GC Foster. Athlete from lane 6, Herbert Thomas not there. Thomas, I believe, is a photographer and a videographer now. Exceptional. Used to train at MVP. Well, a training partner of mine. Sent off now. Fairly even break so far. Just about 100 meters to go though. On the inside is Robin Black. Kimar Farquharson begins to move on his outside though. And way out in lane 8 from GC Foster College is Yannick Murray. He has been running a confident race so far.
You should be social distancing.
120 meters to go. On the inside it's Robin Black just ahead of Kimar Farquharson. And on his outside is Murray of GC Foster. Kimar Farquharson begins to pull away now. Murray is there. Here comes Liranzo from Cuba. But Farquharson holds on, 48.01 the flash time, just ahead of Yannick Murray of GC Foster. Ran an impressive race, impressive 300 meters out of lane 8 and managed to hold on for second. And third, Robin Black, 48.67 seconds. Fourth was Liranzo, 48.70 seconds. That's Liranzo, trained at Cameron Blazers, Cuban athlete. And fifth was Blaine Buckle of Remona. So 48.04 for the winner, Kimar Farquharson. Just 0.04 seconds off his personal best. This is his first 400 meter run for the season. Second was Yannick Murray of GC Foster College.
Lane 6, Jamar Murray, GC Foster. Lane 7, O.J. Jackson, GC Foster.
So 0.2 seconds off his personal best.
Wayne Russell, racer. Keep your eye on
Heat 2 of the men's 400 meters. In lane 1 is Devon Baker, MVP. Lane 2, Malik James King of Legacy. Lane 3 is Adrian Barnes of GC Foster College. In lane 4, Jamoy Jackson, MVP. In lane 5, Anthony Cox of Racers Track Club. In lane 6, Demar Murray, GC Foster. In lane 7, O.J. Jackson of GC Foster. In lane 8, Owen Russell, Racers Track. Devon Baker, one-time national representative at 400 meters. Was a standout athlete at Jamaica College a couple years ago. Not quite where he was a couple seasons ago, but I'm sure he's working to get back there. Look for Anthony Cox out of lane 5. He has the fastest personal best in this field at 45.7 seconds. And this one is called back.
Second gun. False start or fault?
May indicate a false start or a faulty start. We'll wait and see what the officials have to say.
Of the men's 400 meter final.
The meeting record for the men's 400 meters is 46.10 seconds. In order for the athletes to win the prize, they have to run faster than that.
High jump, Raymond Richards.
What is that prize if you're just joining us? It's a $10,000 gift voucher courtesy of the Seven Crave Restaurant delivery service. So all you have to do is open your app store, download Seven Crave and choose what restaurant you'd like to eat from, and it's as simple as that. They deliver it right to your door.
Warning provided to the field.
So all 8 athletes are on the track now. Seems lane 6 just settling in. And they're sent off. This time, no stoppages. Anthony Cox out of lane 5. Look for him. He's a danger man. And his outside though is Demar Murray of GC Foster. Starting rather fast, and out of lane 8 is running well as well as Russell of Racers Track Club. 200 meters to go, and Demar Murray is running, but here comes Anthony Cox on the inside. Cox beginning to make a move on Murray of GC Foster and takes over now. It's Anthony Cox on his inside, Jamoy Jackson of MVP running back. Anthony Cox ahead of Jackson. Jamoy Jackson begins to power forward though, and he takes the lead. 46-48, that's Jamoy Jackson of MVP. If that time stands, that's a huge personal best for him. Missed the meet record though, so no 7th grade for him. In second was Anthony Cox, 46.63. In third, Demar Murray. Season best for him, 46.83 seconds. Excellent running from all the gentlemen here. Fourth was Barnes, 47.22 seconds. In fifth was King James, 47.32 seconds. Sixth was Jackson, 47.80 seconds. It's OJ Jackson, sorry, GC Foster. Seventh was Russell, 48.16, and finishing 8th was Baker, 51.10. Not sure what happened with Baker in that one. So we're just going to go to a quick break now, and until we get back to you with live action from the National Stadium. You're watching the Velocity Fest on Track Alerts TV.
Your results at your fingertips.
Advertise on our live streaming on Track Alerts social media pages, which provides the most prominent online viewership from track and field meets in Jamaica. Your products will be seen by a large audience in Jamaica, the diaspora, and across the world. Book your spot in our live stream for a very small introductory fee. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com. Trackalerts.com from start to finish.
10.29 seconds for Johan Blake. An impressive run.
Some of we have all sorts of excuse as to why we don't want to wear the mask. The place too hot. We're not used to it. It's not comfortable. Look here now. Wake up and smell the country chocolate. Them excuse they're not gonna make it. Yeah, me know the place hot. But you don't want to feel COVID-19 fire in your lungs. And used to. The only way to get used to a thing is with practice. So practice and wear the mask.
Hosting a function or event? Want it to be streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom? iView 365 can help you. We specialize in sporting events, stage shows, funerals, concerts, conferences, church services, graduations, and many more. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com. That's ANTHONYFOS@gmail.com.
Hi, I'm Chris Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness. Vaccination has always been a critical part of protecting the health of our Jamaican people. The more of us who get vaccinated, the greater our chances of slowing the spread of COVID-19. The COVID-19 vaccine now available to Jamaica has met all the required safety and quality standards. I will take the vaccine, so let's vaccinate to stay safe.
Message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Brandy Hall of Edwin Allen, and in lane 8 will be Thennelle Williams of St. Jago High School. So this should be a quick race. If there's any college recruits tuning into us, I'm sure this is one you'll want to see. The final heat of the women's 200 meters, that's where we'll get to see Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, and she'll be up against the likes of Stephenie-Ann McPherson. McPherson, many-time national representative at 400 meters. For competition, they will have Tiffany James Rose, first ever Jamaican woman to win the women's 400 meters at the World Junior Championships.
Look to the left. The big men in the shot put have reported that competition will begin soon.
And while we wait for the 200 meters to start, and the long jump runway there, that's Tajiri Gill, a national long jump champion and champion of the world. Is Tajiri Gill, formerly of Papine High School. He trained there when Tiffany James trained there, and he was also there when Candice McLeod was there. So that crop of athletes was an exceptional crop. Trained at the time, and still being trained by Shaniki Osborne. And by still being trained, I mean Ms. Osborne is still coaching at Papine. So this is Tajiri Gill. Leapt off the board, didn't seem to land well.
White flag for Gill. Be reminded, athletes, coaches,
Came out the sand limping and is now sitting down. We're hoping he's okay. Definitely not an athlete, if any at all, that we'd like to see in any sort of pain.
It does not prevent you spreading COVID-19. Maintain social distance.
See the officials just measuring that jump. Just a legal jump. Fortunately, we do not have a display board to get the distance from now, but I'm sure we'll get that update to you shortly. Heading back now over to the start of the 200 meters. The athletes are setting their blocks as the officials get ready to get this one underway.
9 minutes ahead of the start of the women's 200 meters, the meet director appears ready to go. So here are the competitors in section 1 of the
meet record for this one, 22.19 seconds.
In lane 3,
set by Elaine Thompson-Herah.
Joanne Reid from St. Jago.
Anticipate this time will be very, very tough to beat at any point of the season.
Lane 5, Brianna Lyston.
Probably one of the faster meeting records
Lane 6,
on national soil.
Clayton, Edwin Allen. Lane 7, Brandy Hall, Edwin Allen. And lane 8, Thennelle Williams, St. Jago. It's a battle of the schoolgirls.
officials here at the Velocity Fest adhering to the time. They are early. And just about ready to start the women's 200 meters. So if you're just joining us, you have missed the men's 400 meter hurdles as well as the women's and the men's 400 meters. And we're just about to start the women's 200 meters. So some of the results from earlier, we saw Rashawn Clark of Camperdown taking the men's 400 meter hurdles event in a time of 52.66. That was a new meeting record. So he was a winner of the one of the $10,000 gift vouchers courtesy of the Seven Craze Restaurant delivery service. Second was Kimarley Baker of Cameron Blazers in 55.55 seconds, and O'Shane Levy did not finish after stumbling over the second to last hurdle. In the women's 400 meters, we saw Sherika Jackson winning in a time of we saw Sherika Jackson winning her race in a time of 52.54 seconds ahead of Sade Williams of Barbados, 53.31 seconds, and Ashley Williams, GC Foster finished third in 54.08 seconds. In section 2 of the women's 400 meters, which was the faster of two races, Rhonda White won in an exciting 51.28 seconds, a new personal best and meeting record for her. And of course, she secured herself one of those gift vouchers courtesy of Seven Crave. In second was Candice McLeod in a personal best of 51.56 seconds, another personal best for her this year. In third was Ronisha McGregor of Remona. She finished in a season best of 52.06 seconds. We expect to see these three women representing Jamaica in the World Relays in 2 weeks in Poland. In fourth was Tovia Jenkins of Sprintec, 52.20 seconds. In fifth was Genevieve Russell of MVP, 52.87 seconds. Finishing sixth was Anika Makanoff of Zylac Athletics, finishing in a time of 53.80 seconds. Christine Day did not start, nor did Gariel White. In the men's equivalent of the event, Jamoy Jackson won the fastest of the two men's 400 meters in a time of 46.47 seconds. That was a personal best for him. In second was Anthony Cox of Racers Track Club. He finished in a time of 46.63 seconds, just 0.3 seconds out of his season's best. Third was Damar Murray, a time of 46.83 seconds. So that was a season best for him. In fourth was Zadrian Barnes of GC Foster College, 47.22 seconds. In fifth was Malik James King of Legacy, 47.32 seconds. Finishing sixth was OJ Jackson of GC Foster, 47.80 seconds. That was a personal best for him. Kimar Farquharson was the winner of his heat, 48.04 seconds of the men's 400 meters. Behind him was Yannick Murray, 48.39. And third was Robin Black, 48.67 seconds. So we're just about 2 minutes away from the start of the Velocity Fest 9 Women's 200 meters Final A. 2 races there. As I described the first race to be considered a high school clash, with Joanne Reid in lane 3, Tia Clayton in lane 4, Brianna Lyston in lane 5, Tina Clayton in lane 6, Brandy Hall in lane 7, and Thennelle Williams of St. Jago in lane 8. So of course we'll be looking for the Clayton twins out of lane 4 and 6. Both athletes from Edinallen. Between them there will be Brianna Lyston. She now trains at the Zylac Athletics Track Club out of Heidel. Sent off now. And Lyston is moving best of all. That's Lyston of Zylac on her outside. Is Tina Clayton. So it's Tina versus Lyston. Clayton and Lyston to the line. Who will win this one? Seems to be Lyston just taking the win ahead of Tina Clayton of Edinallen. Positive 0.5 meters per second the wind speed. And time now 23.28 seconds for Brianna Lyston of Zylac. In second was Tina Clayton of Edinallen, 23.30. In third was Brandy Hall of Edinallen, 24.01 seconds. Fourth, Reid of St. Jago, 24.11 seconds. Fifth was Thennelle Williams of St. Jago, 24.27, and sixth was Tia Clayton, 24.67 seconds.
Lane 2, Junelle Bromfield, MVP. Lane 3, multiple gold medalist Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, elite performance. Lane 4, Anastasia sprint tech. Lane 5, Stephenie-Ann McPherson, MVP. Lane 6, Srabani.
So final number 2.
Lane 7, Tiffany.
The big girls in lane 1, Harriot, GC Foster College. In lane 2 will be Junelle Bromfield of MVP, former state star. Has run 800 meters at Champs, has run 400 meters at Champs, has, I believe also did the 400 meter hurdles, so was a standout athlete at Stets, trains now at MVP Track Club, has a personal best of 23.72 seconds. In lane number 3, representing Elite Performance Track Club, a woman that needs no introduction. Her name is Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Has a season best of 23.19 seconds and a personal best of 22.09 seconds. So if she's to run a personal best today, then that 7 crave bonus would be hers. In lane 4, Anastasia Leroy of Sprint Tech Track Club. In lane 5, Stephenie-Ann McPherson of MVP Track Club. Another one to watch in lane 6, Srabani and Nanda of MVP. Indian National Training here in Jamaica. In lane number 7 is Tiffany James Rose of Cameron Blazers Track Club, 23.78. Her season's best. She's run a number of 200 meters this season. Guess she's getting some speed, some would say, for her 400 meters. In lane number 8 is Jodean Williams rounding out the field. Jodean of Racers Track Club, once a national representative at 200 meters. The athletes now are going to their marks. It should be the fastest female 200 meters we'll see all day. Sent on their way now, first time of acting. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce already making a move on Anastasia Leroy and Stephenie-Ann McPherson. And she has taken complete control of this race with 120 meters to go. It's Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce getting tall and finishing fast in this 200 meters. Stephenie-Ann McPherson trying to get back at her, but there will be no catching the champion. 22.66 seconds, exceptional run there for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Into a positive 0.2 meters per second, so that's almost no wind for Fraser-Pryce. 22.66, a great run. In second was McPherson, 22.90 seconds. Finishing third,
Nanda, 23.29.
Finishing third was Nanda, 23.29 seconds. That's Nanda of MVP. Fourth was James Rose, representing Cameron Blazers. Sorry, the wind was actually a negative 0.2 meters per second wind. Leroy was fifth, Anastasia Leroy. Just trying to catch the times from the display board. 23.45 seconds for Leroy. Sixth was Williams. .50 seconds. And seventh was Harriot, 24.0 seconds, and Bromfield finished eighth. So an exciting staging of the women's 200 meters. As we can see, the sprint queen looking in fine form, especially over that first 100 meters. Completely dominated that race. Excellent run as well from Stephenie-Ann McPherson. 22.90 seconds. That's a big personal best. Well, not a big personal best, but a personal best for her at this time in the season. Says a lot. Shimayra Nanda, 23.29. So just outside of her personal best.
Men's 200 meters final.
So the meet record for the women's 200 meters will stand. And now we move on to the men's 200 meters. The meet record here, 20.46 seconds, set by Shimayra Williams. I believe he should be competing as well. So there's two sections of the men's 200 meters. In lane 1, we'll get to see Terry Thomas of Racers Track Club, National 400 meter representative. There, in lane 2, Titans Track Club will be Roger Vassell. In lane 3, Andre Dakers of GC Foster College. My apologies, in lane 4, that's Dakers of GC Foster. In lane 5, Banks of MVP. In lane 6 will be Jelani Gordon. In lane 7, Kimarley Stewart. And in lane 8, Keena Burrell of Racers Track Club. So look for the perhaps two fastest times out of lanes 2 and 8. So Keena Burrell is moving. So too is Terry Thomas on the inside as we expect. Just about 100 meters to run now. It's Keena Burrell out of lane 8 and Terry Thomas in lane 2. Moving fast on the inside though is Vassell of Titans Track Club, but there'll be no catching Keena Burrell of Racers just ahead of his teammate Terry Thomas. Both of Racers Track Club, as I mentioned. 21.15 for Keena Burrell. So just outside of his personal best. In second was Terry Thomas, 21.44 seconds. The wind speed, positive 1.1 meters per second. So the winds have not been so bad so far. We're not used to much positive wind in the morning at the National Stadium, so we're grateful for this. Then again, we don't have much meets at this time, so I guess we wouldn't know what the wind would be like in April inside the National Stadium at this time. Section 2 now of the men's 200 meters.
Listed in lane 1, Jamoy Tucker MVP. Lane 2, Jalen Dad MVP.
In lane 1 is Javoy Tucker of MVP. It's a personal best of 10.0 seconds at 100 meters. And in the 200 meters, his personal best is 21.66. In lane 2, Jalen Diet of MVP. In lane 3, Gregory Prince. In lane 4 will be Alec Cranston of Stets. In lane 5, Samuel Smith of MVP. In lane 6, Rashid Dwyer, Sprint Tech Track Club. In lane 7, Kishane Thompson of MVP. And in lane 8, Raquan Graham. So this is section 2 of 3 in the men's 200 meters. Again, the meeting record, 20.46 seconds set by Shimayra Williams. of GC Foster College. I believe he trains at Sprint Tech now, though. So look for Dwyer out of lane 6 if he does in fact turn up. Seems to be having some sort of injury concerns. We're seeing him for the first time this year at 200 meters, and he's not in the race with the faster guys. So this could be an indication of just getting back from injury. On his outside is Kishane Thompson of MVP. He should run well. Lane 4, Alec Cranston, look out for him. As well as Samuel Smith of MVP. Sent off now. An even break. Alec Cranston moving probably fastest of all out of lane number 4 from Stets. He's gaining on Rashid Dwyer. Dwyer begins to lift now. Kishane Thompson is on his outside. Alec Cranston is there as well, the youngster from Stets. Sam Smith trying to get back into it, but it's Rashid Dwyer who managed to hold off Kishane Thompson. 21.05 seconds of flash time for Rashid Dwyer. And the time stands. Second place was Kishane Thompson, MVP, 21.23 seconds. And finishing third was Cranston, young Cranston of Stets in 21.40 seconds. Fourth was Sam Smith, 21.54. In fifth was Graham, 21.68 meters. 21.68 seconds. So that's section 2 of the men's 200 meters.
Third and last section of the men's 200 meters. Time to beat 21.05. Lane 3, Michael Bentley, Legacy.
We're on now to section 3 of the men's 200 meters. This is the one you want to see, ladies and gentlemen. I'll remind you again, the meet record 21.46 set by Romario Williams. He's in this one, he's in lane 6. But let me give you the rundown. In lane 3 will be Michael Bentley of Legacy Athletics. Michael Bentley, previously a junior champion, national junior champion, I believe in 2019 it was. Outside of him will be Zarnell Hughes of Racers Track Club. Zarnell, English national, we saw him at champs with KC. He's been running exceptional times all season. Season best 20.43, so it's already faster than the meet record, but then I suspect he'll go faster today. K-John Golson out of lane 5 for GC Foster College has a season best of 21.06. He's been running well. In lane number 6, the meet record holder, Romario Williams, only 21.2 so far this season. He's had some injury concerns, but I believe he's almost back to tip-top shape. That's Romario Williams. In lane 7, Antonio Watson of Petersfield, the young star, 21.77 so far this season. And out of lane 8 will be Anthony Carpenter of Legacy Athletics, formerly a Calabar superstar. Just trying to make the transition now. Carpenter has a season best of 21.53 seconds. The meeting record, 20.46. So look to lane 4. Zarnell Hughes to stamp his class on this field. I'm sure Romario Williams will try to respond out of lane number 6. The youngster Antonio Watson should be also extremely confident. He's been having a great season so far. This promises to be an exciting race. Sent off now. Seems to be either a false start or a faulty start. Definitely don't want to see any of these gentlemen leaving the field. So 5 of the 6 starters have reported. Unable to see who is not there. We are seeing Zarnell Hughes. Are seeing Michael Bentley. K-John Golson is there as well. So is Romario Williams. So it seems to be Antonio No, it seems to be Anthony Carpenter who is not there. He would have been in lane number 8. So the field is showing a green card and the athletes are going to be sent on their way once more.
Thank you for keeping the track clear. Thank you for maintaining social distancing.
So anybody who runs a faster time than 20.46 and wins the race will receive a $10,000 gift voucher courtesy of the Seven Crave Restaurant delivery service. So if you haven't already, go onto your app store and download the Seven Crave app and get your food delivered right to your door. Athletes are on their marks again. Second time of asking. Sent off now. Zarnell Hughes already making a move on the athletes on his outside. So it's Zarnell Hughes and Shimayra Williams who will take the turn first. Hughes now begins to power away from the rest of the athletes. And it's a clean win for Zarnell Hughes. 20.13 seconds. Positive 1.1 meters per second is the wind speed. And there is a new meeting record, ladies and gentlemen. Zarnell Hughes, 20.14 seconds. In second was Shimayra Williams, 20.59 seconds. Antonia Watson finished third, 20.70 seconds. Fourth was Bentley, 20.98. Fifth was Kajan Goldson of GC Foster, 21.36 seconds. So a great run there from Zarnell Hughes. Seems to be always in shape and ready to run on any given day. Never disappoints. Shimayra Williams, not a bad run from him, 20.59. I'm sure he'll be happy with that season best. Just about 0.2 seconds off of his personal best.
We wish you a safe and a successful competition.
So we're just going to go to a break now from Track Alerts TV, but stay tuned for more action on the track in a little bit.
Advertise on our live streaming on Track Alert's social media pages, which provides the most prominent online viewership from track and field meets in Jamaica. Your products will be seen by our large audience in Jamaica, the diaspora, and across the world. Book your spot in our live stream for a very small introductory fee. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com. Trackalert.com from start to finish.
10.29 seconds for Johan Blake. An impressive run.
Some of we have all sorts of excuse as to why we don't want to wear the mask. The place too hot. We're not used to it. It's not comfortable. Look, you know. Wake up and smell the country chocolate. Them excuse, they're not going to make it. Yeah, me know the place hot. But you don't want to feel COVID-19 fire in your lungs. And used to. The only way to get used to a thing is with practice. So practice and wear the mask.
Hosting a function or event? Want it to be streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom? iView 365 can help you. We specialize in sporting events, stage shows, funerals, concerts, conferences, church services, graduations, and many more. Call or text us at 876-893-4157 or email anthonyfoss@gmail.com. That's ANTHONYFOS@gmail.com.
Hi, I'm Chris Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness. Vaccination has always been a critical part of protecting the health of our Jamaican people. The more of us who get vaccinated, the greater our chances of slowing the spread of COVID-19. The COVID-19 vaccine now available to Jamaica has met all the required safety and quality standards. I will take the vaccine, so let's vaccinate to stay safe.
Message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
This track meet sponsored now by 7 Crave, and they will be providing athletes who break the meet records with gift vouchers valued at 10,000 Jamaican dollars, so athletes can, well, winners can just download the app if they don't already have it, place an order for a meal that will be delivered directly to them. Action now in the long jump as we await the start for the 110 meter hurdles. We're expecting an exciting race. The meet record for this set by Rashid Broadbell of MVP in 13.47 seconds. That was run by him at Jamaica College. This was in the earlier points of the meet. I believe it might have been Varsity Fest 3 or 4. We're now at number 9. It's now a Nakak area permit meet, this one. So kudos to the organizers who made that possible. Athletes can expect to see ranking points from this meet towards their name. So a great initiative by the members of the organizing committee. I believe the meet is put on by World Class Athletics, an organization run by MVP club president Mr. Bruce James. So some results from the long jump so far. After 2 attempts, leading is Aubrey Allen unattached. She has jumped 7.47 meters. In second is Tajiri Gill, jumped 7.40 meters in his first attempt and fouled his second. In third is Adrian Riley, rookie's performance, 7.36 meters. In fourth is Kavion Kerr, St. Jago standout, 7.15 meters is his distance. In fifth is Joseph Rami of MVP, 7.14. And that is your top 5 currently in the men's long jump. Sean D. Thompson has decided not to take his second jump, and so too did Tajiri Gill. So he did not foul his second attempt, but decided not to take it. He did see a stumble after the first jump, so let's just hope he's okay. As Rami now prepares to take, it seems to be his third attempt. Doesn't seem to be a bad jump from Rami. Await the results as the hurdles crew continues to place hurdles out for the men's 110 meter hurdles. So let me give you a rundown in that. In lane number 1 is Lloyd Facey of MVP. In lane 2, Odario Phillips of Remona. In lane 3, the meet record holder Rashid Broadbell. In lane 4 is Orlando Bennett. He represents Puma. In lane 5, Ronald Levy of MVP. In lane 6 is Deuce Carter of Legacy Athletics. In lane 7 is Johan Cole of MVP. And in lane 8 is Tyler Mason, also representing Puma. Well, just to give you a little bit more insight, both Ronald Levy and Rashid Broadbell are members of the relay pool that should be competing in the shuttle hurdles relay to be happening in 2 weeks in Selassie, Poland. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. The third athlete in the pool is Andrew Riley. He has competed in the States a couple of times, has a season best of 13.4 seconds, I believe, thus far. So both Broadbell and Levy looking to make an impression here, I'm sure. Ronald Levy has had some injury concerns, was dominant, I believe, in around 2015 or 2016, but has been battling injury since. He's just now coming back into himself and into good shape. So this should be an exciting race. Ronald Levy has a season best of 13.94 seconds. Rashid Broadbell, though, has a season best of 13.71. Young and improving Broadbell. It's really great to see these guys hurdling at their best. It's really an art. I can tell you, being involved in some amount of hurdle coaching myself, I understand the technical difficulty of the sprint hurdles. You have to be going over those barriers, especially for the men. Because the barrier is considered higher for the men than it is for the women, and that is in relation to the height or where the hurdle reaches their bodies. These men here have been doing a great job at it. Orlando Bennett was a tied junior record holder a couple years ago. Out of Calabar. Came out of almost nowhere. I guess those at Calabar would have seen it, but it was special when we saw it here at National Stadium a couple years ago. He went neck and neck with now LSU athlete Damian Thomas, who has been creating waves in the NCAA.
Shaquille Smith, Rashid Downer, Moses Parkinson, and O'Dane Richards. Next on track, men 110-meter hurdle. This is a reminder. This is a reminder to athletes, coaches, support staff, maintain social distancing.
So in the women's long jump, leading is Tisana Hickling of GC Foster. Jumped 6.23 meters in her first jump, decided not to jump a second time.
You are still
a second or third time.
For COVID-19.
This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while attending.
Leading in the men's discus,
The only exception
former Calabar standout, now at Remona, is Kai Chang.
You're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle.
That competition is actually finished, so Kai Chang is the winner, 62.60 meters. His throw. In second was Chad Wright from Throws R Us in 57.75 meters, and in third was Brandon Lloyd of Clarendon College, 55.23. So a big throw there for Kai Chang, defeating Chad Wright. Chad Wright, a national representative in the discus. Kai Chang, a young and budding, represented the country, I believe, at the junior level. Not sure he's managed to make a senior team yet, but I'm sure he'll be looking to try for a spot in the Olympics later on this year.
Lane 2, Odario Phillips, UWM, who did not report. Lane 3, Rashid Broadbell, MVP, the record holder. Lane 4, O'Larn.
So on track now, the men's 110.
Ronald Levy, MVP. Lane 6.
Just going to give you the rundown once more. In lane 1, it's Lloyd Facey, MVP. Lane 2 should be Dario Phillips, but he's not there. In lane 3 is Rashid Broadbell of MVP. In lane 4, Orlando Bennett of Puma. In lane 5, Ronald Levy, MVP. In lane 6 is Deuce Carter of Legacy Athletics. In lane 7, Rowan Cole of MVP. And in lane number 8 is Tyler Mason of Puma. So Rohan Cole of MVP is not there. Neither is Odario Phillips of UE. Lanes to watch though are lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. Levy in the blue and neon of Nike. To his left is Orlando Bennett in the black and white of Puma. And to his left is Rashid Broadbell, representing MVP, also in the black and white of Puma. It should be an exciting race. Touted to be perhaps the best race of the day. Meeting record again, 13.47 seconds set by Rashid Broadbell. Sent off now. And it's Levy who takes the ascendance. Broadbell is there though. Broadbell beginning to move. And it's Broadbell, he's the one to chase. Orlando Bennett is coming back at Levy, but Broadbell to the line. 13.15 seconds. An amazing run from Rashid Broadbell. He must be ecstatic. 13.15, I believe that's fast enough to take him to the Olympics later on. Rodden Levy was second in 13.43. So that's a fast time for him as well. Third was Orlando Bennett in 13.50 seconds. He can't be upset with that. Deuce Carter finished fourth in 14.11 seconds. In fifth was Lloyd Facey, 14.55. So the world lead was 13.22 seconds. And it is now 13.15 by Rashid Broadbell. He has broken his own meet record and personal best here today, 13.15. So I'm sure he loves the Velocity Fest meets. So an amazing run by Broadbell, led from the start. I'm sure Levy will be looking on and hoping to compete against him even more now in training, as we're just about 2 months away from the national championships. The men's sprint hurdles, an exciting race once again on the Jamaican, or rather in the Jamaican events, or off the Jamaican events. And an exceptional run by Rashid Broadbell, 13.15. Perhaps the race of the meet, and it definitely lived up to the hype. So that's a new world lead, and there will be eyes on him going into, of course, the world relays and the national championships. And perhaps now the Olympics. As we're getting ready for the women's equivalent, that's the women's 100-meter hurdles. Listed for this event are 3 competitors. In lane 3, there will be Onika Wilson of Zylac. In lane 4, Shimayra Williams of Elite Performance. And in lane 5, Giselle Clayton, also of Zylac.
This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or when you're ready to compete on the track.
So of course now, the man of the moment is Rashid Broadbell, 13.15 seconds in April in the men's 110-meter hurdles, fastest time in the world so far. Usually a time that is fast enough to get you into some of these world finals, so Broadbell should be excited, and it's expected that he will get faster. An exciting prospect is Broadbell.
Please maintain social distancing. Mr. Pierce, you'll test again, as per usual. Wear your mask. Man in black. If you have a mask, you stall. If you don't, in the stadium.
Paul Francis just reminding the spectators to wear their masks and maintain a social distance. This is the Velocity Fest 9, and they try to ensure that they adhere to the protocols at all times. And we're seeing where the officials are very keen in doing so. The women's hurdles just about ready to start. Hurdles crew just finished putting out all the hurdles, and expect a fast run out of lane number 4 from Shimayra Williams. She's run 11.3 seconds this year so far in the 100 meters. Training at the Elite Performance Track Club. Same track club that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has been registered here for. So it seems she has good company for a training partner. The meet record in this one, 13.01 seconds, set by Megan Tapper. In a race run last year inside the National Stadium. So in order for Shamira to get the $10,000 gift voucher courtesy of 7 Crave, she'll need to run faster than 13.01 for her. She will have competition by Anika Wilson and Giselle Clayton. Both are very young, so this is definitely development for them.
100-meter hurdles for women on track.
Hurdles crew just sanitizing the hurdles once more before the start of the women's 100 meters. So just 2 athletes reporting for the women's 100 meter hurdles. That's Shamira Williams of Elite Performance and Anika Wilson of Zylac. Athletes are on their marks. Shimayra Williams 12.85 at her best some years ago. She's looking to get somewhere close to that. Williams is off quickly. Wilson is there, but there'll be no catching Shimayra Williams. She navigates these barriers. And look to the clock. So there's no flash time. I'm sure we'll get an official time soon. The wind speed negative 0.4 meters per second. We'll await the official time. So Shamira Williams just going through the paces here. Really had no competition. She hasn't run a hurdle race in a while. And so it's great to see her back over the barriers. She was a very promising hurdler a couple seasons ago. She's definitely rounding right back into form. So we still await the time for the women's 100-meter hurdles.
The 100-meter hurdles for women, because we know it's not 37.90 for Miss Williams. The next event on track will the women 100-meter dash, followed by the men's 100-meter dash to complete the program on the track. Discus men and women are complete. High jump men is complete. Long jump, we are in middle way.
So 13.02 seconds for Shamira Williams, just 0.01 seconds out of the meeting record, but an excellent season opener for her. In second was Wilson, 13.71 of Zylac. It's a great season opener there for Shamira Williams. I'm sure she'll be anticipating to go a lot faster as the season progresses.
Spending another 10,000. But the performance by Shimayra Williams, 13.02.
We're getting ready now for the women's 100 meters meet record, 10.86 seconds set by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce last year. And we'll get to see Elaine Thompson. Sure, she might be going at the meeting record.
This is a reminder that you must wear your mask at all times while attending the competition. The only exception is when you're warming up for your event or while you're ready to compete on the track, runway, or throwing circle. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any of the COVID compliance officers wearing the yellow sleeve badge. We wish you a safe and successful competition.
So there will be two sections of the women's 100 meters. In section 1, lane 1 will be Michael Moody of MVP. In lane 2 will be Huija Fife of Zylac Athletics. In lane 3, Kerika Hill of Zylac Athletics. In lane 4 will be Remona Burchell of Sprintech. In lane 5, Elaine Thompson-Herah of MVP. In lane 6, Jura of Legacy Athletics. In lane 7 will be Kristen Laidlaw of MVP. And in lane 8, Tony and Lindsay of GC Foster College.
Section 1, scheduled to begin at 10:25, 3 minutes from now.
So
Lane 1, Michael Moody.
Thompson-Herah going in section 1 of 2, ladies 100 meters.
Lane 3, Teresa Hill, Zylac. Lane 4, Remona Burchell.
By far the class of this field.
Olympic double gold
I
medalist.
anticipate that it will be her against the clock.
MVP. Lane 6, Jura leaving Legacy.
Meeting record again, 10.86 seconds, set last year by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Tony and Lindsay, GC Foster. Section 1 of 2, women's 100-meter final.
Athletes now are standing behind their blocks. So no Tony and Lindsay of GC Foster in lane 8. And no Kristen Laidlaw of MVP in lane 7. So athletes from lanes 1 to 6 have reported. Lane Thompson goes in lane number 5. Jura Levy on her outside in lane number 6. Generally has a quick start. This one should be all Elaine Thompson. Sent off now, first time of asking. Remona Burchell is out. And out well, but here comes Elaine Thompson. He's beginning to chase and takes command of this race now. Elaine Thompson here at 11.21 seconds. That's the flash time into 0.0 meter per second headwind. So Elaine Thompson 11.21, Remona Burchell finishing second 11.35 seconds. And in third was Kerika Hill 11.63, fourth Jura Levy 11.83 seconds. Moody for MVP finishing fifth in 12.05 seconds. 12.11 of Zylak finished sixth. So Elaine Thompson here are not getting the best of starts. Well, either that or Remona Burchell got a rocket of a start, which she did. On 11.21 seconds. Not a bad time at this point in the season. I'm sure still have some things to work on. And it's just April, so expect a lot more from her.
Natasha Morrison,
One to watch. Also at the World Relays
Shamira Williams
in Poland.
Lane 7, Yannick Thompson,
Section 2
and lane 8,
now of the women's 100 meters. Lane 1, Shanice Walker of Zylak Athletics. In lane 2 will be Atina Racing of Bear Technical. In lane 3 will be Serena Cole of Edwin High School. In lane 4, Kashika Cameron, her old training partner from MVP. In lane 5 will be Natasha Morrison of MVP. In lane 6 should be Shamira Williams. We just saw Shamira running the 100-meter hurdles, and she's back again at 100 meters, just a mere minutes away or between. In lane 7 will be Yannick Thompson of Sprint Tech, and in lane 8 is Griselle Scarlett of MVP. So all eight athletes have reported to the start. Look out for Natasha Morrison out of lane 5. She has run 11.19 seconds so far this year, and she has run 10.96 at her best. So look out for her. Shamira Williams just finishing the 100-meter hurdles. She has the second fastest season best at 11.34, also a personal best for her. Not sure how fatigue will play as she just ran the 100-meter hurdles though. And Kashika Cameron is in lane 4, former Edwin Allen star. Has a season best at 11.40 seconds, and for company she'll have Serena Cole at Edwin Allen. So they must have been training partners just a few years ago.
Walker, Grayson, Cole, Cameron, Morrison, Williams, Thompson, and Scarlett.
So lanes 4, 5, and 6 we expect will be the fastest of all today. Can't count out Cole of Edwin Allen though, because we have seen some special things from these athletes. Athletes are on their marks now. Section 2, the women's 100 meters. Sent off now. And Natasha Morrison begins to power away. Shamira Williams is there with her. But Morrison pulls away ahead of Williams. 11.42 flash time into a negative 1.7 meters per second headwind. Finishing second, Shamira Williams 11.53. Kashika Cameron was third, 11.67. Finishing fourth was Walker, 11.89. That's Shanice Walker of Zylak. Tied with her teammate, Cole, 11.89 as well. Finishing sixth was Scarlett. That's Griselle Scarlett of MVP. Seventh was Racing, 12.18.
For this final.
So Griselle Scarlett, 12.15. Racing, 12.18. And Yannick Thompson, 12.29. Finished in 7th.
David Buckham.
Sorry, in 8th. My apologies.
Lane 2, Orlando Moore, Titan. Lane 3, Demario Gullop.
The wind beginning to pick up a little more inside the National Stadium. The last race was into a negative 1.7 meter per second headwind. As we head to section 1 of 6 in the men's 100 meters. So in section 1, lane 1, David Buckham of Remona, he's Canadian. In lane 2 will be Orlando Moore, Titans Track Club. In lane 3, Demario Gallup, Ricketts Performance Center. In lane 4, Johan Ogilvy, Titans Track Club. In lane 5, Nicole Greenwood of MVP. In lane 6, Jazeel Murphy, he's from Titans. And in lane 7, Shamar James of MVP. Jazeel Murphy, a boys champ star a couple years ago, represented Bridgeport. Has represented Jamaica at the Carifta Games. I believe he was on a team at the Youth Olympics as well. Very first Youth Olympics in 2010, I believe. That was the year my schoolmate Odin Skeen won the boys 100 meters. Athletes are on their marks now. So no Demario Gallup or Shamar James. So look for the athlete out of lane 6. That's Jazeel Murphy from Titans. He's out best of all and stays true to form. On the inside, Orlando Moore, his training partner, is gaining, but Murphy pulls away with this one, 10.63 seconds. The wind speed, negative 0.1 meters per second.
10.61 seconds.
Second was Moore, 10.84 seconds. Third, Ogilvy, 10.86. So the top 3 athletes there from Titans Track Club.
Section 2 coming up.
Fourth was Greenwood, 11.30 seconds. And fifth was Buckham,
Lane 3, Akeem Williams.
in the time of 11.49 seconds. Section 1 of 1, the men's 100 meters.
Lane 6, Wayne Gordon.
In section 2, lane 1, Courtney Missick of Titans Track Club. In lane 2, Shamira Willis. In lane 3, Akeem Williams of Remona. In lane 4, Andrew Gillespie. In lane 4, Andrew Gillips. In lane 5, Junior Grant of GC Foster. In lane 6, Wayne Gordon of Racers Track Club. And in lane 7, Tamar Wilson, Racers. Gillips has a season best of 10.79 seconds. And might perhaps be considered the favorite. Junior Grant on his outside, 10.89 so far this year. And Akeem Williams on his inside, 10.86. So this should be a close race. In section 2 of 6, the men's 100 meters. To come, we'll get to see Delano Williams of MVP. As well as Asafa Powell. He's listed in section 4. Alongside him will be Tyree Coulson, Conroy Jones of St. Elizabeth Technical, so that promises to be an exciting race. Also we'll have the likes of Nigel Ellis and Michael Stevens. Many of you remember the reference, boy a boy, former said by the Calabar standout Michael Stevens, now at Racers Track Club. And in the final heat, we'll get to see Johan Blake face off against Oblique Seville and Andrew Fisher. And definitely not to count out O'Shane Country Bailey. Section 2 of the men's 100 meters now on track. Missick, Willis, Williams, Gillips, Grant, Gordon, and Wilson. So no Junior Grant. And they're sent off now, but
Impatience, I will be that week.
seems to be
Hear what the starters have to say.
a false start or faulty start. We'll get to see what the officials say in just a few minutes. Men's long jump action happening just to the right of the 100-meter straight. Section 2. So it seems Andrew Gillips has been pulled out of that one for a false start, leaving lanes 4 and 5 empty. So no Andrew Gillips, no Junior Grant. Sent off now. And Akeem Williams of Remona seems to hold on to a slight lead. It's Akeem Williams of Mona. Gordon Williams was chasing though. 10.72 the flash time. We'll wait for the officials to give us the final time. But it seemed to be Williams who held off the late charge from Wayne Gordon. 10.75 seconds of flash time. Wilson finished second in 10.76. Missick third, 10.84 seconds. Wind speed negative 0.7 meters per second for these gentlemen. Section 3 now. In lane 1 is Mazino Barrett of Remona. In lane 2, Daniel Chambers of Titans. In lane 3, O'Dane McPherson of GC Foster. In lane 4, Akeem Blake of Titans. In lane 5, from Racers Track Club is Kevin Stone. In lane 6, Samuel Rowe, Ricketts Performance. In lane 7, Delano Williams of MVP. And in lane 8, Kevion Kerr, St. Jago, long jumper.
Samuel Rowe, Ricketts, lane number 6. Delano Williams,
Daniel Chambers making his first appearance for Titans Track Club. That's Daniel Chambers, my apologies. Former St. Jago standout. He has for company though Akeem Blake of Titans. Has run 10.69 so far this season. Young Blake.
Ensure there is a minimum of a seat in
on his outside, he'll have Kevin Stone. That 10.6 man has run 10.67 this season. 10.54 at his best. Akeem Blake though 10.41 at his. So we can expect this to be an exciting race. So section 3 of 6, final event of the Velocity Fest 9. Just about 4 big records broken thus far. Let's at least get to their marks. No Samuel Roberts performance reporting in lane number 6. Everyone else is there though. So Barrett, Chambers, McPherson, Blake, Stone, Williams, and Kerr. Sent off first time of asking, but there seemed to have been a false start out of lane 3 for O'Dane McPherson, and he's making it clear that he's not proud of it. Pretty sure he will be removed from this race. Dane McPherson has a personal best of 10.38 seconds, so definitely wanted to have been in the picture for this one, but let's see what the starters have to say about it.
Favorite for Dane McPherson has been ejected.
So Dane McPherson is out of this one, leaving Akeem Blake and Kevin Stone on their inside. Is Daniel Chambers on the outside. Delano Williams. Delano Williams, former Monroe star, represents England. Has run a couple 4x4s for them at the senior level. Oh, and it seems to be another false start, this time Akeem Blake. So we're not sure what's happening down there at the start line, but I guess there may be some kind of nerves that could be getting the better of the athletes now. After a faulty start, you find that the field gets a little bit more nervous. And Akeem Blake is ejected, so that's 2 athletes now that have left. And 2 of the faster ones as well on paper. So now we're looking for Kevin Stone out of lane 5 to have good competition on his outside by Delano Williams and Care of St. Jago. And on the inside, Daniel Chambers. Shouldn't count out lane 1 though, Mazina Barrett of Remona. Personal best of 10.56 seconds. This is his first 100 meter for the season, so wait and see what kind of shape he's in as the wind picks up inside the National Stadium now. Sent off now this time. Kevin Stone begins to lift. Mazina Barrett on the inside though. Moving best of all, Delano Williams coming on, and it's to the line, but Barrett holds on. Just ahead of Delano Williams. 10.69 seconds, the flash time. The win given now to Delano Williams, 10.69. Mazina Barrett finished second, 10.70 seconds, and Kevin Stone was in third, 10.79. Wind speed, negative 1.9 meters per second. So just a little bit more wind than the previous.
Of 6, lane 1, Conroy Jones,
and that was section 3 of the men's 100 meters. Finishing 5th was Chambers, 10.99 seconds.
Lane 4, Tyree Coulson.
We have a very, very special name in this one. That's Asafa Powell, the man that has run the most sub-10 100-meter races in history. That means he has run more 9-second 100 meters than anybody else in the history of the sport. I believe he's now at 98. He runs it. If he runs 9 2 more times, he'll have officially run 100 9-second races. So let me give you the lineup. In lane 1, Conroy Jones of Stets. In lane 2, Michael Campbell of MVP. Campbell has a personal best of 10.07 seconds. Has had some injury worries and was in a pretty bad accident a couple of years ago. Set him back some way. In lane 3 is Asafa Powell. 9.72 at his best. It was some time ago. Hoping to get back to even close to those days for a chance at the team to get another Olympic Games. In lane number 4, Tyree Coulson of Legacy Athletics. 10.21 at his best, 10.72 so far this season. Tyree Coulson, former Calabar star. In lane 5 is Richmel Miller, Racers Track Club, has a season best of 10.72. His personal best 10.33. Kemar Green of Performance, Elite Performance, goes in lane 6, season best of 10.91. Ramon Barneswell, lane 7, also a season best of 10.91. And in lane 8 is Edward Clark Jr. of Legacy Athletics, former JC stand-up. And they're sent off now. Oh, and the race is called back again.
They have been recalled.
So section 4.
Let the starters decide.
Could not see clearly with the naked eye who false started.
In the meantime, the shot put.
Starters are just checking
Joined the line after 4 rounds. He
see
has
what have
crossed
happened, what has happened.
19.5 meters and have asked St. Crane to bring me my food.
So the officials are making their way onto the track now. And it's a yellow card, which means the field is being warned, nobody's being injected. And athletes will have a second chance at it.
Nobody ejected.
Again, Conroy Jones of Stetson 1, Michael Campbell MVP in 2, Asafa Powell of MVP in 3, Tyree Coulson, Legacy Athletics in 4, Richmael Miller, Racers Track Club in 5, Kemar Green, Elite Performance Track Club in 6, Ramon Barneswell in lane number 7 of MVP, and in lane 8, Edward Clark Jr. of Legacy Athletics. Section 4 of the men's 100 meters. Look for Asafa Powell out of lane 3. Sent off, and the race has been called back once more. So we're not sure what's happening on the track. And I'm sure Asafa Powell must be battling some kind of nerves now, because we have seen this happen to him before at National Stadium a couple of weeks ago. They had to restart a 60-meter race, which he was in about 4 times before he decided he wasn't going to run. So did the other athletes. So we're not sure what's happening at the start line. And I'm assuming the officials will come back out and make some kind of pronouncement on the field as to whether it will be another yellow card, although I don't think that's possible based on the World Athletics guidelines. Could be wrong though. So the officials are making their way back onto the track. And it's lane, seems to be lane number 5. That's Richmael Miller of Racers Track Club, who has been shown a red card. So Richmael Miller is out of this one. Let's assume that he had false started. And the athletes are taking a while now to get back to it. So just trying to calm the field now is meet manager Mr. Bruce James. James just instructing the athletes, I suppose, on how the starting system, or educating the athletes on how the starting system works, just to ensure there's not another faulty or false start, I presume. Conroy Jones of St. Elizabeth Technical, perhaps the youngest of the field, still just a high schooler, boy against the men. What? He's run some pretty fast times, and I'm sure he will be looking to feature in this race. On their marks now, 3rd time of asking. Sent off again. Oh my, and it's another second gun. This is unbelievable. So for the 3rd time now, this race has been called back. And Asafa is in disbelief. As would anybody be. I mean, he's been unable to get in a sprint race. Well, that's a race under 200 meters. So he's been unable to run the 60 meters or the 100 meters now inside the National Stadium as a result of starting issues. So the officials have decided to send the other race out. I'm guessing they'll try to run the next heat before this one. to give the athletes, I guess, some time to gather their composure and get ready again, perhaps for after this race. So section 5 of the men's 100 meters will be going before section 4. In lane 1, Ashani Smith of Racers Track Club. In lane 2, Dexter Lee of Titans Track Club. In lane 3 will be Javon White of GC Foster College. In lane 4, Nigel Ellis of MVP. In lane 5, Chadwick Hines of Sprint Tech Track Club. In lane 6, Brendan Rodney of Sprint Tech. In lane 7, Javon Minzy of Titans Track Club. And in lane 8, Michael Stevens of Racers. This one promises to be an exciting race. Javon Minzy in his first 100 meter for the season. Of course, has represented the country at the senior level in the 4x1s. And also the prior men's double sprint champion. Well, I guess you can call it boys. Double sprint champion Nigel Ellis, formerly of St. Elizabeth Technical. Spent some time with his high school coach as a senior, even after champs, and is now training at the MVP Track Club. Ellis was listed for the team to the World Relays and should be expected to represent Jamaica in either the 4x1 or the 4x2. Javon White of GC Foster is in 3, has a season best and a personal best of 10.60 seconds. Sure, he'll be hoping to go faster. Also is Canadian Brendan Rodney of Sprint Tech in lane 6. Has run on relay teams for Canada before. Out of lane 8, Michael Stevens, season best 10.59, 10.22 at his best. He's rounding into form here inside the National Stadium. So the wind seems to have died down just a bit again as we await the start of section 5 in the men's 100 meters. The athletes are standing behind their blocks just before the start of this one. The meet record, 10.03 seconds set last year by Julian Fort. I believe the record will be safe today, or for now, as athletes go back on their marks. Sent off now, and in the middle of the pack is Nigel Ellis, who begins to take the ascendant. On his outside though is Brendan Rodney, trying to hold on, but Ellis, a clear winner, ahead of Brendan Rodney, the Canadian from Sprint Tech. 10.39 is the flash time. We'll wait the final rounded. Okay, so it's 10.39 for Nigel Ellis in first. Brendan Rodney was second in 10.40 seconds. Finishing third was Michael Stevens in 10.56 seconds. In fourth was Minzy, 10.62 seconds. In fifth was Chadwick Hines, 10.64. Finishing sixth was Ashani Smith in 10.80. Wind speed negative 2.0 meters per second. So some solid headwind there. Leads you to believe that the athletes can go even faster in hopefully some positive wind soon or later down in the season. So now is section 6 of the men's 100 meters, and you'll want to keep your eye on the clock. For this one, in lane 1, we will have Makish Compton of GC Foster, has a season best of 10.67 seconds. In lane 2, Andrew Fisher, former Stets standout, has a personal best of 9.94 seconds. Trains at Sprint Tech Track Club and represents Bahrain. In lane 3 will be the unformed Oblique Seville, formerly of Calabar, now at Racers Track Club. Has run 10.19 seconds so far this year, has a personal best of 10.13. We anticipate that if the wind changes, his personal best could be challenged here. In lane 4 will be O'Shane Bailey of Sprint Tech Track Club, 10.39, his season's best.
Johan Blake.
In lane 5 is Johan Blake, 10.29. His season best. Well, of course, we know at his best, he has run 9.69 seconds. So Johan Blake rounding back into shape. Trains at Titan Track Club now, formerly of Racers, and St. Jago in his high school days. In lane number 6 is Miguel Francis. Has looked exceptional over 200 meters. Expecting to have a very good run here today as well. 10.23, his personal best. Should be his first race of the season. 400 meters. And in lane number 7 is Emmanuel Calendar of Swept Track Club. 10.58, his season's best. 10.05 at his best. Should be the fastest race of the day. The men's 100 meters, section 6. Compton in 1, Fisher in 2, Seville in 3, Bailey in 4, Johan Blake in 5, Miguel Francis in 6, Emmanuel Canada in lane 7. They're sent off now and is and the race is called back once more. So we definitely don't want to see any of these men being ejected here. And what should be the fastest race of the day? I'm anticipating to get some words shortly from the officials at the start line. Athletes now making their way back. And it's a yellow card that is being shown to the field, which is a warning. It should be an indication of a faulty start and not a false start, which means it was not an error by the athletes. Section 4 behind them, just waiting to go, as they still haven't gotten a chance to run after 3 starting errors. So section 6, the men's 100 meters on track. Athletes are on their marks. Sent off now, and they're called back once more. I'm not sure what's happening at the start line. We're waiting again. What might be the starter's recommendation? Athletes are clearly frustrated. 100 meters is something that takes quite a lot of anticipation. And I can tell you the athletes are generally on edge to compete because this is a race that can be won or lost by the reaction. Apparently the blocks, there's an issue with the blocks. And somebody is being issued a red card. It seems to be the athlete in lane 3. And if that is so, it would be oblique Seville. We're not quite sure what's happening just yet. But O'Shane Bailey is the one who's going over to the starters to check to see what happened. And so O'Shane Bailey is out. That was O'Shane Bailey from Sprint Tech, former national champion, national 100 meter champion in 2010. And he's pleading with the meet manager now. Seems there's nothing that he can do, as the race has been adjudicated a false start. So third time now, no O'Shane Bailey this time. Section 6 of the men's 100 meters. Johan Blake in 5, oblique Seville in 3. Look for Andrew Fisher fast starting out of lane number 2. And Miguel Francis in 6. the wind picks up once more. Sent off this time, and it's another stoppage. The athletes are completely frustrated now. I'm sure we'll be seeing people not returning to the start line as Miguel Francis begins to proceed away from the track. So section 6 has been yet to run, and the officials are now ushering section 4 back onto the track. So that was the race with Asafa Powell. And Conroy Jones and Michael Campbell. Tyree Coulson was in 4. Kemar Green in 6. Ramon Barneswell in 7. Edward Clark in 8. Richmael Miller was disqualified. So we're not sure what to expect now. Will we get a race? Or will we get a callback?
So, after all the adventure, we return to section 4 of the men's 100 meters.
So we're seeing 7 athletes there that seem to be prepared to compete. Not sure if the heat or the section 6 after that the athletes are still there, but we'll wait and see.
Lane 6, Kemar Green. Lane 7, Ramon Barneswell.
Again, if any of these men go faster than 10.03 seconds, that's the meeting record set by Julian Fort, they will or should receive a $10,000 gift voucher from 7 Crave Restaurant Delivery Service. So the athletes stand a chance to win a $10,000 voucher. Can be used to order food from their favorite restaurants and get it delivered directly to their door courtesy of 7 Crave. Athletes are on their marks yet again. Let's hope the 5th time is a charm. Sent off now and they're not called back. Asafa Powell begins to take the ascendance and he's dominating this one. Behind him is Michael Clark and Conroy Jones, but it's all Asafa Powell, 10.48 in a negative 2.5 meters per second headwind, so that's a lot of wind. And Asafa Powell should be proud of that. 10.48 the final time. Looked as smooth as ever. Conroy Jones was second in 10.81 seconds. Third was Ramon Barneswell, 10.82. So the schoolboy, Conroy Jones, finishing second. Boy against men, finished fourth. Finishing fourth was Michael Campbell, 10.83 seconds. Fifth was Wilson, 10.90 seconds, and in sixth was Clark. Seventh, Kemar Green, 11.19 seconds, negative 2.5 meters per second the headwind.
Barneswell third, 10.82, and Campbell fourth, 10.83 seconds.
So Asafa Powell, 10.48, the winner. Negative 2.5 meters per second. So section 6 is back on track.
Section number 6. Yes, we are.
6 men reporting now. So lane 1, again, Makish Compton of GC Foster. In lane 2, Andrew Fisher of Sprintech. In lane 3, Oblique Seville of Racers Track Club. In lane 5 is Johan Blake of Titans Track Club. In lane 6, Miguel Francis of Racers Track Club. In lane 7, Emmanuel Calendar of Swept Track Club. They'll be hoping for some better wind than the previous race. In this, the final race of the morning inside the National Stadium for the Velocity Fest 9 series. Again, the meet record 10.03, set last year by Julian Fort. One would want to believe that if anyone had anything to say about that meet record, it would be Oblique Seville. He has been perhaps the most informed athlete of the year so far as Jamaica's male sprinting is concerned. Young Oblique in his first year at Racers. First or second? Athletes are now on their marks. Sent off now, Andrew Fisher. Oh, and they're called back again.
Section 6, or was the point stop?
And Johan Blake is now walking off the track.
And he does.
Miguel Francis just running through the line as well. So Johan Blake has decided to retire. So too has Oblique Seville and Miguel Francis. 3 athletes are remaining in this race. That's Andrew Fisher, Makish Compton, and Emmanuel Calendar. Athletes are clearly frustrated now. This would have to have been start number 4. So the officials will want to ensure that their systems are working and working fine. This is definitely not what you want to see happening inside the National Stadium. So nevertheless, we have 3 starters for section 6. Andrew Fisher remains, Makish Compton and Emmanuel Calendar. Compton in 1, Fisher in 2, Calendar in 7.
3 starters remain. Lanes 1, 2, and 7.
Believe this may be attempt 7 or 8 for the start of the 6th section. This is men's 100 meters. Sent off now, and there's no second gun. Fisher is out and looking well. So too is McIntosh and Calendar, but Fisher takes the ascendance. 10.58 seconds. Wind speed negative 1.4 meters per second.
1.4 meters per second.
And that just about does it for action on the track. Andrew Fisher 10.57 seconds. Finishing second was Compton 10.71 seconds. And in third was Emmanuel Calendar in 10.80.
Javelin men continues. Triple jump men and women continue. Velocity Fest, number 9. Thank you, SDF. Thank you, Water. Thank you, 7th grade.
So just for some results in the field, O'Dane Richards set a meeting record of 19.15 meters in the shot put. And he has earned himself a $10,000 gift voucher courtesy of 7 Crave Restaurant Delivery Service. Finishing second was Kobe Lawrence in 16.90 meters. Third was Moses Parkins of GC Foster College in 14.52. That's the men's shot put. And for some results in the women's discus throw, finishing first was Samantha Hall in a throw of 53.79 meters. Second was Tamara Thompson of GC Foster College, 48.81 meters. And third was Roxine Simpson of Clarendon College, 47.49. Finishing third was Krishna Jayasankar of Throws Are Us, representing India. She finished with a distance of 47.09 meters and a personal best. And of course, the champion from Throws Are Us was Samantha Hall in 53.79 meters. In the women's long jump, it was Tisana Hickling who took the win, 6.23 meters. Second was Velicia Williams of Zylac Athletics in 6.01 meters. Third was Melissa Walker of MVP, 5.84 meters. So some results from the men's long jump. Winning the event was Sean D. Thompson in his 5th jump, jumping 7.81 meters. The wind for that jump was positive 0.1. And second was Tajiri Gill of MVP, jumping 7.76 meters into a wind of positive 0.6. Third was Aubrey Allen, 7.47 meters. Jumped that in his 2nd round into a positive 0.1 meters per second wind. Finishing 4th was Adrian Riley of Rickett's Performance, 7.36 meters. 5th was Domon Williams of Rickett's Performance, 7.35 meters. 6th, Joseph Rami of MVP, 7.17 meters. Seventh, Kevian Kerr, 7.15 meters. 8th was Brian Smith in 6.80 meters. 6th, Daniel Austin of MVP, 6.60 meters. And that rounds up the top 9 in the men's long jump. Always remember to like, follow, and subscribe to us here at Track Alerts TV as we bring to you the live action week in, week out from the National Stadium and elsewhere. As we are preparing for the women's triple jump that's just about to start taking place. So you're watching the Velocity Fest number 9 meet hosted by World Class Athletics. This again is a NACAC area permit meet, which means performances that happen here will count towards an athlete's rankings. In track and field, there's a ranking system that plays a very important role for the athletes. It's just about 11 a.m. inside the National Stadium. Reminder that there is a curfew in order for 4 p.m. today in Jamaica, and as a result, this meet had to be held early so as to facilitate the getting home of the officials and athletes in time. Good to see the officials and everyone observing the COVID protocols as set out by the meet organizers. There really has been some exciting performances here today. Definitely one to talk about was Rashid Broadbell in his 13.15 meter per second run earlier today against Ronald Levy, against the likes of Ronald Levy and Orlando Bennett. Levy finished second in 13.43 seconds, as for a season best for him, and Bennett was third in 13.50 seconds. Also got to see Shamira Williams running a 13.02 season opener, something she'll be excited about for sure. Just missing the meet record by 0.01 second, and by that missing out on the $10,000 voucher by 7 crave. In the women's 100 meters, the winner was Elaine Thompson-Herah. She ran 11.21 seconds. There was absolutely no wind. The wind reading was 0.0 meters per second. Second was Remona Burchell, 11.35. And finishing third overall was Natasha Morrison in 11.41. She ran that into a negative 1.7 meters per second wind.
May I have your attention, please? Miguel Francis.
Another standout performance was that done by Candice McLeod for a huge personal best, 51.56 seconds. After a personal best just a couple of weeks ago at 51.94. She finished second overall behind Rhonda White She's also having an incredible season. Ran a personal best of 51.82 earlier in the year and has taken that down to 51.28 for a meeting record. And of course, a voucher courtesy of 7 Crave delivery service. Finishing third overall was Ronisha McGregor for a season best 52.06 seconds. Fourth was Tovia Jenkins overall in 52.20 for a season best. Fifth was Sherika Jackson 52.54. Sixth was Janive Russell 52.87. Finishing seventh overall was Sadie Williams 53.31. And rolling up the top 8 was Anika Makanoff of Xylac Athletics 53.80 seconds. So if you haven't done so already, please remember to follow us, like and subscribe for more track and field action. Try to be at every meet every week, bringing you guys a live action. Of course, it would have been upsetting to not get to see Oblique Francis run today as a result of the frustration with the starters. But I've also gotten to see Johan Blake and the likes of Miguel Francis, but so on the runway now is the women's triple jump. Final event going on inside the National Stadium. Registered is Akeelia Smith of Edunallen. She has a season best of 12.85 meters. Also registered is Sandisha Antoine of Ricketts Performance. And Shanika Ricketts, also of Ricketts Performance. Of course, that track club, her namesake. Club run by her husband, Kerry Lee Ricketts, who's also her coach. Shanika Ricketts, a Diamond League winner and a World Championship medalist. We're just about ready. For the first attempt by Sandisha Antoine of Ricketts Performance. She's on the runway. Triple jump, a very difficult event to train for. It takes a lot of pounding on your knees and ankles. Athletes tend to get injured a lot in training and competing here, but if you can get through the pain, if you're strong enough, then it can be very rewarding. One of the most technical events on the track. Alicia Anton with the run up now. Hop, skips and jumps into the pit for attempt 1. So Akeelia Smith of Edinallen now making her way onto the runway as the athletes on the outside begin to clear the field, as they would have been through with competing for the day, as this is the last event. Akeelia Smith readying to make her attempt for the women's triple jump. A 14-step run up for Smith of Edunallen. Was rather high on that final phase. Sure, it will be something she and her coaches are working on. And Shanika Ricketts now makes her way for her first jump of the competition. 14.63 meters, her season's best. Meet record in this event, unofficially 14.63 for Shanika Ricketts. She's already an Olympic qualifier. So Ricketts on the runway. Shuffles and begins to move now. Gets some speed. Wow. Exceptional jumping there. And if you were supposed to compare the hop, skip and jump phases of her to the young Akeelia Smith, you can really see the difference between a high school and a professional athlete. The strength and power that she has managed to develop over the past couple of years definitely paying off now. And of course her height will also prove to be a plus for her. So the men's triple jump seems to be running concurrently. It's on the runway now. This is Siobhan Parkinson of GC Foster. 14.74 meters at his best. He's out and given a white flag from the official, so it's a fair jump for Siobhan Parkinson of GC Foster. So quite a few meet records broken here today. First was Rashawn Clark of Camperdown breaking the men's 400 meter hurdles meet record in a time of 52.66. Clarendon College 55.23 meters. In the women's 400 meters, the meet record was set by Rhonda White at 51.28, a big personal best and meet record for her. Another winner of the 7 Crave $10,000 voucher. Jamuel Jackson took overall honors for the 400 meters men in a personal best of 46.47 seconds. Finishing second was Anthony Cox in 46.63 from Racers. And third overall was Damar Murray of GC Foster College, 56.83. In the women's 200 meters, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce ran a season best of 22.66 to take top honors in the 200 meters. Second was Stephenie-Ann McPherson in a personal best of 22.90 seconds. Third was Brianna Lyston of Zylac Athletics in a PB 23.28. Shelly ran 22.6 in negative 0.2. Stephenie-Ann McPherson had the same wind. And third overall, Lyston had a wind of positive 0.5 meters per second. In the performance of the meet, Rashid Broadbell ran a meet record 13.15 seconds. The wind was negative 0.6 meters per second. Second was Levy, 13.43. That's Ronald Levy of MVP. Third was Orlando Bennett of Puma, 13.50 seconds. In the women's 100 meter hurdles, Shamira Williams won in 13.02. Second was Anika Wilson, 13.71. She won a personal best. And those are the two competitors. The wind speed was negative 0.4 meters per second. Men's and women's triple jump on the runway now. That's Sandisha Antoine of Ricky's Performance. Sandisha, actually from St. Lucia, trains at UWI with Coach Ricketts. And she has A great training partner in Shanika Ricketts. So the overall winner for the men's 100 meter was Nigel Ellis in a time of 10.39 seconds. That was running a negative 2.0 wind. Second was Brendan Rodney, 10.40 seconds into a wind of negative 2.0. And third was Asafa Powell, 10.48 seconds into a wind of negative 2.5. As we see the young Edinalin triple jumper. That's Akeelia Smith, just making her second attempt. And now on the runway, Shanika Ricketts again for attempt number 2. Parkinson now on the runway for GC Foster, making his second attempt in the men's triple jump.